Yeah, it's start recording.
Okay.
Are you all ready to start?
Yeah.
All right. All right. Starting. Good afternoon. Welcome to our project proposal presentation. My name is Eric Reichert, and I'm part of front end.
My name is Matthew Davis, and I'm part of backend.
My name is John Ross, and I'm part of the front end team.
And my name is Jesus Gil, and I'm part of the backend.
We are the kitten coders introducing our project, PawSwipe. So PawSwipe is going to be a web-based application designed for both pet owners and pet sitters. And just like popular dating apps, users can swipe left or right to find a match, except here, instead of finding a date, pet owners are finding a trusted sitter for their furry companions. So our problem statement was to tackle the social issue of pet owners not having quick and easy access to trusted pet sitters in their area for, say, if they're going out of town or if they're a college student needing to take care of their pet while they spend time studying for finals. And sometimes in times like these, finding a sitter can be just as stressful as finding a date. So PodSwipe simplifies this process so that a reliable pet sitter is just a swipe away.
Okay. Our intended customer is any pet owner who needs a good pet sitter to care for their pets in any ways necessary, in addition to available in any time period. For example, um, For example, an example user story is that a dog owner needs to find a good dog sitter to feed their dog and let them out to use the bathroom so they can quickly visit their parent in the hospital. This is an example of a short notice, quick need for a pet sitter. And in addition to that, of course, we're also going to help with, what is it? We're also going to help with not long, uh, like in advance planned pet sitting. In addition, this will cover like letting dogs out, changing cats' litter boxes, feeding fish, feeding any types of animals, and other care needs that are covered.
So some of the languages we're going to be using for the front end portion are just going to be HTML and CSS. We're doing a web-based application, so we just figured those two would be the most straightforward combination to make our front end.
Yeah.
For the back end,
Oh no, go ahead.
we plan to use C++, and for the database, we plan to use MongoDB, which is an SQL library for C++. And we plan to also use object-oriented programming for the back end. For example, like each user will have each person who needs a pet sitter will be an object, and each pet sitter will also be their own object in separate databases, which will be checked for availability.
Yeah, for in order to implement this idea, this application, we designed this is how it's gonna look our application. So we got basically two type of users. We have the pet sitter user and the pet owner user, and each one has some attributes. Like for a pet owner, it has the pet type of what they own and the availability when do they need the pet sitting and the pet care. And yeah, for the pet sitter is also the same, like the rating for the previous pet sitting the they had the pet preference, gender and age. And yeah, if they generate match, like if the pet owner want the pet sitter and the pet sitter when they're like that type of pet, it will generate a match, and if they accept it, they're gonna con do further communication and share more information to make the process as better as possible. And if not, it just continues until it generates a match. Yeah.
Here's our project backlog. we have our core features, which are going to be our pet sitter object, and then the database of the pet sitters, kind of the foundation, like where all the data is going to be stored. We have our user registration. That'll be pretty self-explanatory, as well as a messaging platform and the swiping feature. I think those four kind of are core features, but I really wanted to highlight number 3 and 4, which is our review and rating system, as well as our booking and calendar system. Our review and rating system is going to allow the pet owners to be comfortable with pet sitters. You don't just want like anyone coming into your house and like taking care of your pet, or if you're leaving it at their house, whatever you guys decide to do. So that rating system I think is really important to our product, making sure that pet owners are comfortable with the pet sitters taking care of their pets. And then the calendar system too is also very important because you'll only be matched with people that have similar calendar preferences to you. That way you don't have to deal with the hassle of messaging and trying to plan different dates and times to figure out when they can take care of your pets.
And yeah, this is our risk management table, and we classified by the probability and its impact. And yeah, the first one will be like we are unable as a team to implement certain feature, which it seems unreasonable. It's moderate, but yeah, the impact can be catastrophic. Then we got like we are not able to implement such certain features. Again, this is moderate and the impact can be it's not catastrophic, but it can be more serious. And then we got the other three, especially the high ones with the high probability is implement like the database, since we don't have any of us much experience about managing databases. So, but the impact can be tolerable. And yeah, it's the same for the UA designs that is not very user friendly. And again, we can the impact is not that serious to the our project. Yeah. Yeah.
So I think one of the next steps that our team will take is at least for the front end, I think one of the most important part of the process is making something like a wireframe of what the actual final product will look like. So in that way we can kind of get a hard list of things to get done and how, especially how the front end will eventually interact with the back end through user input.
In addition, we'll also further refine our product backlog and begin implementing and begin creating the program. Any other?
I think that's pretty much it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Do you guys have any questions for me?
Uh,
I can't think of any questions right now. No.
yeah.
Okay.
Should I start recording?
Yeah, just make sure you stop the recording and also